something you don't know. I used to coach high school basketball for 13 years before I get into
I
this.
used to coach too. Before kids.
Before kids,
And then
yeah.
I did not have time anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Before
fun.
this and before kids, yeah.
So did you ever get business out of that?
Yeah, from time to time. It's not why I did it,
Yeah.
but I, from time to time, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So when I started, I wasn't even an agent yet. And then I became an agent, but I didn't want to be like that annoying parent.
Yeah.
So I used to target ads to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
So because I noticed on like timeouts, parents would be on their phone. So
Oh, my goodness.
I'd run ads with my face and the logo. So when they're on their phone, I'd get parents coming up to me, "Hey, it's funny, I just saw you were in real estate."
That's a riot.
Yeah, I was like, this is amazing, because I get so many parents talking to me about their house after the game, being like, "This is a funny coincidence. I just saw you were in real estate." I'm like, that is a coincidence. It's just running to the game, like the gym, from 7 a.m. to noon.
Oh my God.
Cost me like $5.
That's a riot.
Those are fun. I used to love doing that. I do that now with like conferences we'll go to. Like NAR, I'm going to do it. So
Okay.
you'll probably see it. But like when I go speak at NAR, I will run an ad to NAR to come join my session and to come like find me at certain places. But I'll go take a shot outside of the conference center and then use that as the image for the ad. So like people coming into it, as soon as they see it, they're like, "That's here."
Yeah.
And then they see
That's
it.
cool.
And then, yeah, I love doing that stuff. What are you doing? Like, what's your online strategy look like? Are you doing a lot of content? Are you paying for ads at all? Is it all organic? Like, what is your team's online strategy?
Yeah, it could be more. And that's one avenue I'm looking to grow in the next year. Most of it right now is just organic. I'm heavily involved in social media, but just kind of I'm using it more of a top of mind awareness piece rather than a lead gen. But that's something I'm looking at doing. And
How much of your organic is with other agents to build the referral versus with locals to build like the local awareness?
yeah, it's a local awareness piece. Yeah. I've got I've got a different, in my Facebook, I've got a group that I call Organized Real Estate, and that's when I need to call out or get information for stuff really
So
quickly.
you have everyone in lists?
Yeah, I have a list.
Yeah.
I have different lists. I have my political
Yeah, I
junkie
got
list.
like 5. Well, I have like 12. I use 5.
But I typically use my public account, my public when I throw things out. But like I did that post this weekend on the real estate member app, and I was able just to target the people in real estate. So no, it's a lot of it's like that. Quite honestly, I grew really frustrated with the Facebook ad type of being cut off, saying it's not approved. But once I get over that,
That's easy.
We
don't get anything disapproved anymore.
Yeah.
You just gotta learn like the little like I
guess I'm using the wrong trigger words that really offend people.
Well, probably there's 2 general different ways it is. Would be either you never certified you're complying with local regulations, which if you don't certify, it'll disapprove everything until you certify.
Oh, okay.
So if you've never done that piece, that's like the first thing I look for. Then it's probably just like the wrong words. Like for instance, when we had Tim Hudak on the show, he talked about blockchain and real estate. The word blockchain's a trigger.
Okay.
Because so many people run scams around blockchain. And there's like, especially when like the price went like up to like 20,000 a coin, that it just shut, and everyone was running ads. They like had to, anything that even mentioned Bitcoin or blockchain just automatically disapproved.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even run an ad for the episode with Tim because the word blockchain was in there.
Really?
So it's just learning what those triggers are.
Huh.
But once you figure them out, roughly, you almost never get disapproved anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just figuring out those little
So I got to
tweak
to show me where they
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah, you probably pull it up in 5 minutes and figure out what it is. It's not,
I'm going to hire you for my
Yeah.
lead gen. How's that?
done.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like, they're finicky. Like they're like, so a buddy of mine runs a CrossFit company, and it's actually tougher to run ads in that space, because basically Facebook's entire thing outside of politics, because they just don't do anything to regulate the political ads. But everywhere else, it's actually really heavy. Like they're really tight on languaging. So like the word "you," if you use it too many times, they disapprove it. Because what they found the trend is the more someone says "you," the more it's normally a negative thing. Like you need to do better. You need to improve your life. And Facebook doesn't want anything that makes someone feel bad about themselves.
Huh.
So like you can't, like fitness, you can't do a before and after, because anyone who's a before feels bad about who they are.
Really?
So like I can't run a before and after shot for a fitness, like a CrossFit gym, because it makes people feel bad.
Yeah.
I mean, then the other side of that is if I'm doing a fitness one, I also can't show a stomach because it's too sexual. So like there's a lot of little things that they're really tight on, which is funny when it comes to politics and they just let everything go.
Yeah.
That's like a whole other discussion. But yeah, it's really interesting to, like, once you see those. But what we've done, which has worked for ours, always getting approved, is we always just keep in mind all Facebook actually cares about is, are people going to be happy with what they see and like it?
Right.
Like, will it provide them value? Whether that value is like tangible, like something that can put money in their pocket, or even just the value of being entertained for a minute.
Right.
But as long as we keep that as kind of the idea of like, somehow this provides value, Facebook will generally let it go.
Because what I like about social media advertising is that it's trackable.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about when I ask my clients to share their posts on social media, I always tell them to share the realtor.ca, because I can track the consumer activity on realtor.ca. I can't really track it on some of the other sites, like on my brokerage site, for example. I can't really track what's going on. And so it's that's what I like about it. It's also targeted. Like I can go in, I can say I want that demographic for this, and I understand that's where this all came up, because people are targeting different racial
it
groups.
started in Oakland.
Yeah.
So it was a landlord was caught basically running an ad for tenants, and it excluded any. So like there actually used to be a targeting called ethnic affinity African American.
Wow.
And they just put that under the exclusions, and they got caught doing it. And then like Facebook, that's when the original, like when I was talking about like I had to certify compliance on an ad, that's when that came in. But then if you certified you were complying, there was no further check. And that's why now in the US, it's not here, but I don't know if you've heard about like the restrictions they put in the US. Like in the US now, when you're running a housing ad, you can't target, like the smallest you can target is a 15-mile radius.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Everybody over the age of 18, and you can't do any other targeting, basically. So like for people in the US, it's a lot tighter what you can do. Here, it's still, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you just have to hit that, I certify and comply with local regulations.
Right.
But interestingly, like even with that change, we haven't had difference in results for our American clients. Like it's still working.
No, it's good.
So, I mean, it's good for us, but I think it's probably because like when we look at targeting, we don't actually do that much, which is the mistake most people make, is they do too much targeting, trying to like overthink it, when really Facebook knows more than you about that. Like they know who's likely to move without you having to tell them it's probably someone like this.
Right.
And the more you restrict it, the more you're just restricting Facebook using the data they have. So we actually find most of our ads now are just age, location, and exclude agents.
Right.